Welcome everyone to the PJ's Cast. I am your host Pierce, joined alongside of my good co-host Schmitty and Jimmy. It's been a little while. We took the week off for Easter, but like Jesus Christ Himself, we have been resurrected. We have arisen, and we're back to talk about our favorite team in the whole wide world, the Toronto Blue. No, we're talking about the Chicago Blue.
You're right, the Toronto Maple Leafs. Yes, let's talk about the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Didn't even take 30 seconds to bring up the Leafs. Are you fucking kidding me right now?
I want to talk about
it's
my
been a while.
Toronto
We're trying to get
team.
better.
Oh, you just had to make it about your Toronto team, I guess.
What can I say?
Can't wait till I become Toronto Argos fan or whatever.
A Toronto FC fan, baby. Let's
there you go.
Yeah.
It is the MLS watcher. Or I think that's what it is, at least. I don't know.
Facts.
Well. So,
Blue Jays.
honestly, speaking of the Blue Jays, I've been watching so much baseball. It's been so fun. So much, as a matter of fact, it's taken away from the fact that I just realized the playoffs start exactly a week from today.
Yeah.
And
April
there
7th.
are 7 teams in the West have clinched already. There's one spot remaining. It's basically a mid-off between Winnipeg, Calgary, and Nashville. Somehow still kicking around there. And the East 6 teams have clinched, and there is 3 teams, well, technically 4, but poor Buffalo, sorry, Jacob. There would be to be a miracle for that to happen, but it's legitimately interesting because I think if Florida beats the Maple Leafs tonight, and the Capitals are already beating the Islanders, if they beat the if the Panthers beat the Leafs tonight, and the Capitals hang on and win, they'll have clinched this playoff spot. So everything's kind of falling into place. I think the only first round matchup that we know for sure that's going to happen is, of course, the Leafs and Lightning, but we also have known that since December, January, so it's not much of a shock. But in the next few days, the final teams are going to clinch. We're going to find out, who's playing who's going to win divisions, all that stuff. And yeah, but enough about these good playoff teams. Let's talk about the Blackhawks. It's probably the last time we talk about them for a while, at least
for at least a month.
Yeah, for a month. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The draft lottery I think is Monday, May 8th. So there is 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks till that, I believe. So it's basically just counting the days down towards that. And tank update.
And the NFL draft for your Bengals. I know you're so excited.
Yeah, I don't even know what pick they have, but yeah, so exciting. Yeah.
As Bears fans, though, that's definitely on the agenda. But
what day is it?
Let's not touch
whatever the last Thursday in April is. I don't know what specific date, but I know it's that day. So
that'll be the 27th because my dad's birthday is on the 26th to Wednesday. So there you go.
There you go. There's the answer.
Bingo. Well, yeah, the tank update, I guess. The Blackhawks and Blue Jackets are tied for last place. I forget how the tiebreakers go, but the Blue Jackets have it. I don't know if it's goal differential or regulation wins or regulation overtime wins, but I'm pretty sure the Blackhawks have the Blue Jackets beat. The Ducks, it's funny because I think they played the Coyotes and they played the Avalanche last night, and they've blown so many late leads, but they've also lost in overtime. So they're 2 points ahead. I think it might come down the wire.
That was fun to watch last night. I actually tuned into the.
Were you actually watching the game?
I checked out the last 5 minutes of the regulation and then overtime. That was tough, man. That was unfortunate.
Yeah, really tough for the tank. It really is.
Yeah.
I don't know if we discussed this on the podcast or at another time, Jimmy, but there's a good chance that this might come down to the wire.
It's going to.
Columbus, yeah. They're playing the Sabres on Friday. And
they're not beating the Sabres.
Yeah, that's how it's gonna be. They're probably the Blackhawks will be in last, and then the Blue Jackets will lose that game, and they'll fall back to 32nd place. I think that's all.
No, what'd you say earlier? That's what's gonna happen. The Hawks are gonna lose tonight, but then tomorrow when they play Pittsburgh, They're gonna fuck.
That is what's happening. That is what's happening. I looked at the remaining games. I'm like, they're probably going to lose to Minnesota tonight, even though Minnesota's sitting out half their team. But they are beating the Penguins tomorrow. I've never been so sure of anything in my life. The Penguins, I think, have a 16-year playoff streak on the line. They're out of it at the moment. And
I don't think 2020 should count. I think that should count as a missed playoff appearance between you and me. But
that was like a whole debate on the Steve Dangle podcast too. Like,
yeah, because they're fucking cynics and they don't want to count that year. But
COVID, non-pandemic years, yes.
Also, I just think it's really funny when anyone that's not in the bottom four is like, "Oh yeah, guys, we got to keep losing. We got to get Bedard." I'm just like, "You're ninth last. Shut the fuck up." Like,
I believe Brad Pitt said it best in Moneyball. He said there is a bunch of teams and there's a pile of shit, and then there's us. And that's the Blue Jackets and the Blackhawks right now,
and the Sharks and the Ducks, and it's like those four, and then like. Afterwards, those other teams are like
that's the next echelon.
Bad, but they're not terrible.
Bad enough, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's the Sharks have 60 points, the Ducks have 58, Blackhawks and Blue Jackets have 56. The next closest team are the Habs, and they have 68. Like,
yeah, but if you ask any Habs fan, they're getting Bedard. So, and if you ask any Capitals fan, they're getting Bedard. I think the only team that understands their draft positioning is the Flyers right now. Like most Flyers
fans.
That's because
they're Flyers fans. They're
all right. Well, now we get seventh. This is great. Yeah. Like someone was like, "There's a week left in the season. The Flyers are picking outside the top 5. This is not good." It's like, yeah, that's what happens when you have a coach that is always trying to.
Oh, the Flyers are
now to notice that. I'm not sure what you were expecting.
Their last win is coming against the Penguins. I am so sure of it. It's happening.
Do you think that fucks up the whole tank?
It will.
The whole tank's been fucked up.
Yeah.
The whole tank's been fucked up since they had like a 12-point lead on last and then went on like 5-game win streaks. Like it's
going from
once you get to the point where you have to start playing chance with other teams, you fucked it up by then. Like,
when it's not within your own destiny, not within your own hands, you're it's up to fate at that point. Like they could, if they lost that game against Calgary, they would have been fine, but now they're still tied.
Lose all those games against Calgary, and they'd be in last. It's just, maybe if the Rangers could have got up for the Hawks on a Saturday night, if the Ottawa fucking Senators, who were in a hunt at the time, could have won that one game,
or the record-setting Boston Bruins beat them that night.
Just about to say, literal Boston Bruins. They beat them 6-3.
The Stars, the Sabres, like so many teams have lost to this tire fire organization. If they could have just got up for this team, we wouldn't be in this situation. Oh well.
Yeah.
At least Reichel's like, I don't know, what he got 15 and 23 after getting sent down. That's good.
Hey, and the Blackhawks Twitter just tweeted this out. He's the new face of the month.
He's the new face of the month, and in honor of being the new face of the month, you get your ass shipped back to Rockford. Congratulations.
If anything, that should be a compliment because they don't want good players on the team.
I mean, yeah, but like, I just hope he doesn't go back to Rockford and like phone it in. You know what I mean? Because like
they're in the hunt for a playoff spot. Like I don't know if anything's locked in yet or how good the chances are, but they're battling for it right now.
Dude, I saw some Chicago Wolves fan talking the most crap. He was like, "Oh man, this Rockford IceHogs super team is barely gonna make the playoffs this year." And I was just like,
"Who call them a super team?"
I was like, "Who the hell called them a super team?" Like, yeah, we had 2 prospects on the team that we liked, and then someone was like, "Oh, if you think," he literally goes, "Oh, if you think Isaac Phillips and Alex Vlasic are special players, that summarizes Hawks fans enough." And I was just like, "Bro, you're a Wolves fan. Not even an NHL fan.
Something. Charlie Brown.
Charlie Brown had hose. No, he did not. Shut up. Like
Steph Curry is not a good shooter. No one.
I was told Steph Curry was not a good shooter. I was told Tom Brady's not a good quarterback. Like, fuck out of here, dude.
Oh, you like pancakes? That means you don't like waffles, huh?
I hate Twitter, dude. I'm gonna delete the fucking app.
No, I did not say any of that. You did. Yeah, the decision was like the Bruins are 63-12-5. That's ridiculous. And then all the losses, like, well, yeah, but one of them came to the Capitals. Oh, yeah, one of them came to the Black. It was just funny seeing all of that.
Dude, they lost to the Coyotes. Like it's the NHL. This shit happens.
Mhm.
Dude, Pasternak fucking raced to 60 goals too. Like he had 50 goals a week and a half ago, I think, and he's gotten 2 hat tricks in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, including one last night against.
Yeah, and now he's got
Flyers.
60. So
Special player.
is
Yeah,
he though?
20th overall.
I was told he's not.
I was
I
told
was
David
told.
Pasternak can't shoot.
I was told David Pasternak was gonna take a hometown discount. What happened to that?
I mean, he got his money, but
He's such a good guy, guys.
No,
He's the best guy.
I just remember when, like, before he signed that deal, everyone was like, "Oh man, is he gonna take less money?" I was like, you know who else said that? Nathan McKinnon, and he's the highest paid player in the league now. So, like,
It's
This is
his
what
big
happens.
contract. He's not gonna take
you
a
don't
pay cut.
pass up that money at like
11.25. That's what it is. I feel that's a fair contract for both sides. Like, it's not too high, not too low. Like, I feel that's just perfect.
What was that again?
11.25.
That's fine. Yeah.
Oh, it's
I
a
think
great
it takes
deal.
until he's
I have
over.
no problems with the
I'm
Pasternak.
thinking more 11.88 to get the number down, personally.
Oh, he was probably like 25 in Czechia or something. Yeah, don't worry.
I just got that. Yeah, I just got that. I'm like, what are you trying to go for here? And
Oh, I know. I knew exactly
No.
what he was trying to go for. Jesus.
I knew how I wanted to
What's his Czechia number when he plays international? I bet that's the fucking reason it's 25.
I think it's like 8 or 9. So
I don't-
11.9.
It's just the worst. You know what I mean? I just hate people.
Look at him at
I
9.9.
just hate these little
discount.
snobs when they get paid millions of dollars. They're just like, ooh, I want to get my
actually,
number.
I want an extra 79,000 because I'm Carter Hart.
Jesus Christ. I want an extra 34 because my name's Austin
Stop.
Matthews.
It's so funny. The hot.
Who got to do it and it was cool with Sidney Crosby. That's it. Like 8.7, like that's cool. Everything else, go
Crosby
fuck
gets that
yourself.
one. Yeah,
Like-
Crosby gets that one.
Yeah, and at the time, Crosby was like highly paid too. So like that one I'm okay with. It's just like Pierce said, when you have like an $11.5 million deal, and it's like, oh, let me get these 2 numbers changed so I can look cool. Like,
Oh, it's
I
good
can't
for
believe they have to
the
pander to
business.
these teenagers like that. It's crazy.
It's
Because like,
hilarious.
You know what? It's great because hockey is such a great honorable sport. You know, there's just so much respect within the game. A homophobia trend, but no, you can't put out your ATO goalie against a team that's losing 7-1 with 30 seconds left. No,
didn't we? I'm sorry.
Don't
didn't
you have
Didn't
any
the Oilers
respect
do
for
this
the
against the
game?
Hawks this year? No one had a fucking problem with it. Like, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
because nobody. I don't think people on this side of town are crazy. I think that's the difference.
No, sorry.
it's
I have to
because
look
it's
at all the
Montreal
Leafs
and
fans.
Toronto,
I have to
but-
look at everyone getting mad because it's about Toronto. Like, I promise you, if any other team does it, no one gives a shit. Promise you.
That's why.
Maybe
they have-
Tampa.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's a good point. I
Because I
Yeah,
swear the
it's-
Hawks. Sorry.
oh no, you go.
No, I was just gonna say, like the Hawk. Like I remember the Oilers were up 7-1 or something this year, and they threw in the e-bug or whatever.
Yeah, they play. Yeah, I remember that now. I'm trying
And
to.
it was a good story, and
remember
Luke Richardson was
yeah.
cool with it, and everyone was fine with it.
Yeah.
But nope, Leafs
That's
do
because
it.
Luke Richardson has class. That's why.
You know what? It's because they did it against the Habs. It's 150% because they did it against the Habs. You do it like in Montreal's media is probably just like, oh, the disrespect and
I
the
don't think it was the
rivalry.
media. Well, there were some media members. Like, at
You know
least-
what I mean?
Yeah,
Mm.
but it was Chris Weidman who said it. And who?
Yeah,
the
because
hell
Chris
are
Weidman has how
yeah.
many points this year? Like 5.
And he's
6 probably got-
assists in 44 games, baby.
He's probably got shit analytics to go with it. Like, congratulations, buddy. Get your moment of the year in. I just, God.
That's really a trend in the NHL this year. A great story that's just ruined by some bum NHL player.
Yeah, being
It's
a little
really-
fucking loser. Jesus.
Mhm. And he'll probably be out of the league in like next year, probably.
He was out of the league for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I think Giroux just got 1,000 points.
Yep.
Nonchalant.
Yeah, like that's just something to do. You know, get 1,000 points in the NHL, and
Who do you do it against?
Well, you see
Yes.
Ottawa in 1,000, and like I know none of those losers have played 1,000 games, so it has to be Giroux getting
Yeah.
1,000 points.
well, the only player that could have potentially go for 1,000, he's going back to Chicago. That's Alex DeBrincat, baby.
Oh God, I don't know. From what I've heard, Tim Stützle might crack it.
Stutzla has been good this year, but he dives a lot. But
Dude, Stutzla's
Still
been
bad
good this
player.
year,
Yeah,
but
no,
like,
he has like what, almost 40 goals, but he dives. So bad player.
God, it's like the Little
He gets
Caesars
more
quote where
penalties.
it's,
He gets more power plays for his team. Oh no, so sad. Shut up.
I know exactly
God.
what you're going for, Schmidt.
Dude, it's like the Little Caesars quote where it's just like, oh, Little Caesars is great when you don't have a bitch in your ear telling you it sucks.
you
You know,
how
Tim
bad it
Stutzla's a good
is.
player when you don't have Sens fans in your ear telling him he's the second coming of Christ, or people
Oh,
that don't
I-
like him telling you he's a flopping bum. Like,
Wait, who is the player they compared Tim Stutzla to? Was it Matthews? I think.
oh, they said he's better than
This season.
Matthews. They said he's better than Matthews, and then
No,
some
wasn't
guy
it? Who
said
would you rather build a franchise?
he
with?
cleared
Jack
like the
Hughes
whole
or
top
Tim
6
Stutzla?
of the Panthers, basically. It said Barkov was like a second line center. Like, I just can't.
Stop it.
Like, Sens fans need to get locked in a box. I swear. Like, it's so.
And tortured.
I don't know. They can go with my grandma in the box. We'll let him out of the cage when Dubas gets fired.
Oh, that's only happening in a couple weeks. Don't you worry. About
Kyle
that.
Doob.
Kyle Doob.
Kyle Doofus.
Kyle
Doob.
Doofus. Oh no.
You gotta hear Kyle Doofus.
Nah, Pierre Dorian's the doofus because he's gonna walk to bring it to free agency.
It's actually part
Oh,
of the plan.
worst case scenario, we're just gonna qualify the contract.
No, don't body my idol. Okay, listen. He's
Pierre
got a
Dorian's
plan,
your
okay?
idol? Oh no.
Leave him alone.
No matter,
Get
how
a
much,
job.
no matter how much we doubt Pierre, the summer of Pierre always comes and everyone gets sensed. You couldn't tell this to a Victorian child.
And they don't have their first round pick again.
Hey,
Go back to square one.
But I was told that they might get it back in a DeBrincat trade. That they'll get more for DeBrincat.
Pierce, no, please. Pierce, they got a year out of DeBrincat before they made the first round. The trade for a late first round pick to a team that just happens to want him. Because that's the same thing as a 7th overall pick.
Yeah,
They also gave us a second for taking Zaitsev, which I think is really funny in hindsight.
that's probably going to be in
40s?
probably late 30s
It
or
won't
late
be bad.
40s.
Ooh, late 30s would be nice. I was gonna say, yeah, I just assumed it was probably like mid 40s, but fucking
Because
That
from
was-
the second round on, it's just in order.
That was a bit of an
standings.
odd time to give up that pick, too. I don't see why.
well, they had to get the cap space to get Chikrin because they're going for it.
Oh, yeah. That's
Even though they
right.
traded
Oh,
the
yeah.
elite goalie to go get a bum. So
I was trying to remember, what move was it? Chicken.
How many games I've seen the Senators win? It's just like Cam Talbot talking to the media after a win, after allowing like 5 goals on like 15 shots.
he's so bad, dude. Like, and then he takes like it's like the Mike Smith syndrome. You know what I mean? Like,
it's
I'm
always
not at
everyone
fault for any of
else's
this.
fault, but nothing. No one else's.
Yeah, like whatever. Like Jake Ferguson puts up better performances than you, bud. Like Jesus, that says a lot.
Yeah, and then the goal you traded is 21, 9-6, 206 goals gets down by 32 saves.
But guys, they're beating Carolina 2-0, so they must be good.
Yeah, they're really making a final push here. Oh, they already got eliminated a couple of years ago.
It's
a
not
couple of weeks ago.
What is it, Han Solo? Don't tell me the numbers. Don't tell me the
Yeah.
odds.
Oh, yeah,
Don't
never
ever
tell me the odds.
I said numbers. I'm trying to think. I'm like, what sounds
The
like...
numbers, Mason. What do
What do they mean?
Don't tell me the numbers, C3PO. I don't like numbers. I'm actually literate when it comes
Expected
to
by
numbers,
who
C3PO.
exactly?
Oh my god.
But yeah, the
Yeah,
Blackhawks.
Sens
they're-
are funny. Hawks
Yeah.
are fucking Hawks. I'm glad the season's over.
Oh, me too. I think I said this already. I think I've said this many times, but it's crazy how much this year like went by quicker than last year did. Last year was just an eternity. Last year,
Because last year we're
Blackhawks.
sitting there for 6 months thinking they're gonna get out of the rut until the deadline. It was just like, oh, let's string a couple wins together. They never could. At least this year it was just like,
oh, we know their shit. We're prepared for
Exactly.
that. Yeah,
oh no, they've only won 2 of their last 24. Anyways.
yeah, that happened.
Yeah.
Oh no. Anyways, yeah.
Oh, no.
No, I agree though.
The max they can hit is 28 wins. Like they're only
Okay,
winning.
and you know what's the
50
bleakest thing
games.
you're gonna hear all day? If they hit that win total, that's the same amount of wins they had last year. So not
That's
trying to
so
be
funny.
a cynic,
Yeah.
but like all the people who get pissed about the DeBrincat shit, they're gonna have a pretty fucking good argument if they get 28 wins this year. Just saying, because like if that tire fire, Jeremy,
And
Colson's
that
not-
puts
all
them
that
in-
tells me is
yeah.
that dude.
If anything, that puts more into perspective just how off everything that could have gone wrong last year went as wrong as it possibly could have.
And all it tells me is
they
Jeremy
kind of
Colson was
sort of
not
had
an
one of the
NHL
worst
coach.
starts in NHL history. They sort of had that happen at the very beginning.
Dude, they've had that happen 3 out of 4 years.
No, they had the worst.
Yeah, I know. But like that also happened in 1920. Like this is a reoccurring thing with this team the last 5 years. They had
for
that
sure.
one decent start in the COVID year, and then they had this year. They started like the first 6 games good. Ooh, get excited, get excited, Leafs Nation. But
Yes, sir. Another
Yeah.
beer.
this team just does never start. This team never starts on time. Like I vividly remember 2 years ago being like, just start October on time. Hey, didn't win a fucking game in the whole month of October because they're just terrible. So, whatever. Like,
Even like, I think the 2014-15 season, like by their standards, they got off to like an 8-7-0 start. And they're like, the Blackhawks are in this year, they fall off, and then they like finish with those 50 wins anyways.
Yeah, and they
fuck,
finished like
yeah.
with one of the best defensive finishes I've ever seen that team finish with, allowing like 1.5 goals a game down the stretch when Kane got hurt.
Yeah.
That shit was fucking nasty. Oh well,
That
take me to
was
the lottery.
8 years ago.
Kill me.
God.
Take me to the lottery.
Yeah, I need to see this.
I need to see where that stupid ball drops so I can move on with my off season.
Mhm.
On the
Yeah,
bright
I-
side, if Tampa loses in round 1, that pick's like early 20s, so that's
And
nice.
that's why we're all Leafs fans.
Cannot believe we are. We're
Yeah.
back, baby.
we are so
We're so jacked. We're so
Let's
jacked.
fucking Joe, baby. Yes, sir.
I won't last long, but I'll take a while that is.
Hey, I
can't wait to
remember
get
Al-
just as vividly mad with the rest of Leafs Nation when Kerfoot turns the puck over. Let's go!
Alex Kerfoot when he has his Alex Galchenyuk moment, or Travis
We are
Dermott
so
moment.
curved out right now.
Dude, if Matt Nyes has one of those moments in the playoffs, it might it might send Leafs Twitter into a conundrum. Like him or Nylander does that shit, it might just blow them up. Like
It's
honestly.
those two and Mark.
Oh, right then and there, like that could be. The
I think
time
Marner's
the
got enough
series.
goodwill, but like if Nylander and him do it, it's just I don't
Could
know.
you
man.
imagine?
Like, they're
know.
already getting on Nylander's ass because he's had like a rough 15 games to end the season. Like, get the fuck, like, trust me, they'll be on his ass if he does a Galchenyuk-esque turnover. in the playoffs.
Oh no, Nylander. Yeah, Nylander's never off the table. Never off
no,
the
because he's
table.
the first one that's going to get traded when the new GM comes in.
Wow, Chuck Fletcher.
Shut up.
No, like Stan Bowman, he's gonna
Oh,
trade him for
no.
Brandon
Oh my
Side.
God. Hey! Why not both? You have one as the president of the office.
AGM.
I would, no,
Yeah, there you
I
go.
would never.
Oh God, they bring Babs back.
Would
It's
that-
just
Would that be? Well, would that be what it would take for you to stop cheering for the Leafs, Jimmy? For that?
Yeah,
they hire Stan Bowman as a GM.
Oh
Yes.
my God.
Yes.
No, I'd probably stop being a fan on the spot if that shit happens because Matthews is gone.
No,
Sorry,
it's
I'm gonna trade
hard.
Matthews to get a guy. Oh my God, he might actually do the He would actually do the Matthews for Stutzla trade, 150%. Because Stutzla's more retained for longer.
No, Matthews,
He's
Matthews-
cheaper.
There's more cost certainty. You're so
Oh
right.
my God.
Matthews Rasad.
Dude, it'd be
Matthews
Nylander
for
for Side, it'd be Matthews for like Stutzla or like I don't know, Rope Hintz or some shit. And then he'd trade Tavares for a bag of pucks because he would just shove him out the door. Oh, and then he'd trade for like I don't know, some bum, but
He'd trade
hey,
Tavares-
on the bright side, he'd trade your first round pick at the deadline every year. So you got that going for you. Hey, you might extend Gustafson too. Who knows?
Hey,
Oh,
no, they'll
yes.
sign him to a 2-year extension. He'll have 40 points and be like, no, we need him.
Stop
We
it.
can't
Stop
trade
it.
him.
Stop it. No. No.
Dude,
Nightmare.
You ever seen that? You ever seen that meme where it's like, oh man, they come through the time portal from the future, and it's like talking to like the past self from like 2017. If it was me, it'd just be me coming through the portal and being like, "You motherfucker, put the phone down." It's like they had the draft walking into the
Yeah,
United
boys
Center.
with a time machine. Yeah.
Yeah, fucking walks in, sees Quinville and Bowman at the draft table. It's like, put the fucking phone
Dude,
down.
I would
and-
I would just like barrel into the table, knock it over.
Oh, dude, I block Yarmo's
We're not
number.
doing
I just
this, yeah.
block Yarmo's number. I'd be like, Yarmo Kekalainen died in a plane crash.
ripping paradise.
But I was gonna make a trade with
Terrible.
they died in a
Don't
marching
call
band.
him again. If he says he's alive, he's lying. Don't listen to him.
I would see. I'm ahead of you guys. I go back to 2009. I get rid of Stan Bowman and Dale Talon, and I don't know, find like
You hired
how old are they?
20-year-old Kyle Dubas.
Dude, it's not-
We're like 19. You can run that.
actually, that's a lie. I go back to fucking 2010 and slap John McDonough in the face. That's actually what I do. There we go.
Oh, please.
Oh, we gotta push this off. No, you don't. No, you don't.
No,
Fire him right now.
you do it right now.
Fire him right now. Don't fuck up this whole
Yo,
franchise's
John
legacy.
McDonough, what if we push you off a building? Yay.
Whatever.
Yay.
All right, that's the point.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm gonna stop myself before I go down that spiral. Not doing it.
Stop
Yeah,
yourself
no.
before you get ahead.
Next topic.
as they-
I'm not.
as they say.
Yeah, Kamesso's.
Schmitty, you were at the Frozen Fort. How was that? You got to watch the games. I saw you on TV as well.
David Nicholas.
Little
You
boy
was
in
at
the blue.
PJ's
Little
house
boy in the
Netflix
new
on
cap.
TV? Wow.
Nick and I are sitting there fucking watching Adam Fantilli score piss missiles right in front of my face. That shit was no, the tournament was awesome. But I couldn't help but like watch Quinnipiac and get the same vibes as last year when like that 25-year-old goalie won. It's just like, I don't know, man. When you got a team full of graduates and you're playing a team full of freshmen, this is usually what happens. But to see that high-end talent in person, like, holy fuck, dude. Like Cooley's better than he looks on tape. Plain and simple.
Sometimes there's guys that like you see how good they are on like tape, film, whatever, but when you really watch them live, like nothing could ever like prepare you for just how good an athlete is when you watch them live. Like television never does it justice.
Like Cooley and Fantilli specifically, like their ability to not just have the puck on their stick or like not like this is even when the puck's not on their stick. Like let's say this, like I saw this with Fantilli a lot. Like when Hughes was coming into the zone and they would set up wherever Fantilli was, he wasn't looking for the pass. He was looking for whoever he was giving the puck to next. So as soon as he gets the puck, he was going to relay it over. Like he is so good at that. Like they put him on the right circle. Hughes would hit it to him, and he either one time it or he quick touch pass it into the bumper, or he quick touch pass it across the crease, or he quick touch pass it down the like. His instincts are on a whole nother level. And then Cooley was making people look silly all game. Like his speed is elite. His edges are like some of the best edge work I've ever seen from like a 19-year-old. It's insane what he does. Like he's making people look silly out there. And
Is he better than Jimmy though? Is the real question.
no, Steve Conroy would probably think Jimmy's still better, but it's okay. It's okay. You know, close second.
It's a high bar. It's definitely a high bar.
It
for
is.
Sure.
Oh, dude, Ice is a fucking horse on the puck. Like you're not
That's
gonna
a
do that.
moose. That's a moose. Pierce, I was thinking of you the way he plays.
The way he took the puck at center ice and he slapped it on goal and scored. Yeah.
The goalie for Quinnipiac, Perez, he was really good. I think that's a Flyers prospect. He was
So he's gonna suck then.
probably. I mean, I don't know. But what was it? Portillo was interesting because like his instincts were like I don't know. He looked like he was seeing the game slow later in that game, and then he tweaked his groin. Which like if you watch after like a 2-on-1, he tweaks his groin. And then, like, one of the first shots he faced afterwards is that fourth goal from, like, the right circle where it was just, like, top shelf on him.
Ben Bishop.
Literally. Like, he's a guy. It's all right, though.
Hurts.
There was a lot of talent on the ice. So, Ryan Green, always in the right spot, right place, right time. Like, his line. Here's the problem. Here's the problem with Ryan Green. He was playing with Luke Tuck that game, and I am almost positive Luke Tuck either got hurt or benched because that line barely saw the ice second period. Because Tuck took 2 penalties the first period, and like Green was getting like penalty kill time too and stuff, but it was just like I barely saw him 5-on-5. It felt like, which I guess is just like how deep BU was or like how they played their team. I guess because they play a very like Minnesota and Michigan are straight run and gun. Quinnipiac's very fast too, but BU was not speed based. It's like we're gonna dump it in, we're gonna check you,
We're gonna cycle you into the ground.
we're gonna grind you down. Lane Hudson might do a spinorama here or there. He was pretty fun to watch.
Travis Dermott.
Yeah, Travis Dermott. God.
Oh, boy.
Jay O'Brien was good too.
Oh.
The Flyers prospect. He's a big kid.
Who?
Jay O'Brien, I think.
I heard that they're not signing him.
They're not. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. He had a good. He had a good.
we are.
Because he was their 2018 first round pick, and I think this was his last year. And they're not
Interesting.
signing him, and I think they get a second round pick out of him. That's what I saw.
Interesting.
Hmm.
I did not know that, but he looked. He had. I mean, he was good. Another guy who was underrated. I thought both defensemen for Minnesota, like Lacombe and Coster, like both were super sound in their two-way game. Like, I could see why Dubas probably found or I don't know if Dubas drafted Coster or not. I know he's a Leafs guy, but like guy
Dubas
seems like
Mark
Dubas
Hunter.
never makes the good
guy
trade.
just like hammer shots on net from the point like crazy. He's
got
like
a
tight.
piss missile.
Oh yeah, dude. His Corsi's gonna be crazy because he gets so many shots on net. You won't even know.
He's
But
gaming
Lacombe-
his Corsi.
Oh yeah, but like Lacombe can skate. Faber, like I think we're gonna see Faber tonight in the Hawks game. He's gonna be
Yeah,
a
he's
player.
playing tonight, yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna be a player. Fucking Snuggerud, dude. Like I am not a fan of that dude being in the division. That's gonna be a problem. Like he has
You
a
know-
lock.
St. Louis.
Yeah, St. Louis.
Oh, lovely, great.
The
Yeah,
thing
Jimmy's-
is, the players you just mentioned, they fit perfectly with the franchise. Like Brock Faber, he's a Minnesota Wild player. He's not flashy, but he's just so darn efficient. And then Jimmy Snuggerud is just a pain in the ass. And of course, he's on the Blues.
Oh yeah, I'm excited to see, like, because I don't know who's gonna stay and go on Michigan. I know Hughes left, Fantilli's probably gonna leave, but like that's gonna open up Nazar to get into that top six with like Brindley and Samoskevich. I don't know if he'll still be there, but McGroarty, guys like that. Like I'm ready to like because he's kind of glued to like Jackson Hallam the whole time he was playing since he got back from the hip injury. So I feel and he looked good in the game against Quinnipiac. It was just when he's on the third line, they're kind of a checking line. So it's kind of, I don't know. He's setting up his wingers as best he can. One thing I like that he and Green both do a lot is they set up in the middle a lot. Like Nazar, for his size, goes around the net, down low, on the
They're
walls.
not perimeter players. They
No,
get
not
into-
at all.
They get into the dirty areas. They put
Ryan
their
Green
lunch
was like
pail
always
on
in
and
the
get to
bumper.
work.
Yeah, Ryan Green was always in the bumper. Nazar was trying to
Love
receive chances from the defenseman in the bumper. The one thing I love from Nazar is his chance creation, whether it's for passing or shooting or just being in the right place at the right time. But it was a lot of fun, dude. Like I got a lot of good analysis, not even analysis. Just got to see a lot of these prospects up close, see how they play. Also, there was this hulking defenseman on Boston. He's like 6'8". Of course, he's a Hurricanes prospect. This guy's like 6'8" and he's massive on the ice.
Oh no!
And he was playing with Hudson. Go figure. So it's like,
There's like a foot difference there.
oh, dude, it was hilarious. Hudson's just flying up as like a fourth forward, and this guy's just chilling back.
It's just like that picture of
crazy.
I think it's Zdeno Chara next to Nathan Gerber. There's like a foot at least difference there. Yeah.
But and I guess on the last note, because like that brings it back to because he just signed with the Hawks. I thought Camesso played very well in that Minnesota game. Like, yeah, he had a couple posts. Like he was on our end of the ice, and someone rang it off the post like the third time, and I like yelled into the crowd. I was like, "You gotta rub your post like Fleury," because he was like they rang it off the post like 4 times. Cooley could have had a hat trick in that first game, like very easily, but he stayed composed, and then. I think only one of the goals I'd say he was out of position for, and like 2 of them were empty netters, so I'm not counting those. Like he let up 4 goals, and I'd say only one of them was his fault. Like one of them he couldn't even see because there was like 4 people in front of the net. So, but part of me was like, PU's sitting there getting shelled, and I look at Nick and I was just like, oh, this is good. He's just getting used to what he's going to be like dealing with on the Hawks for the next 3 years, just fucking getting smothered with shots every 5 seconds.
I saw what was it? Grab saying, "Oh man, he has to go from the Hudson. Who's the other fella on his line?
I don't know. Oh, he's talking about Celebrini going there next year. He's the first overall pick next year. But like, whatever, Grab, shut up. Like,
Yeah.
go overrate a Stars prospect or go make another bad mock trade. I don't want to hear your opinion.
Or the Habs are so good. Like you should see how Marty St. Louis has transformed the Habs and how Nick Suzuki is a good elite first line center.
Let's go look at Nick Suzuki's stats right now because I know that motherfucker does not have 60 points. 64. Ooh.
Whoa, that might have been impressive in 2015.
Also, I'd really like to know what Doc's injury was, because since Valentine's Day, that motherfucker's played 4 games. I don't know what happened to
that
him.
whole team has been injured though.
Oh yeah, Caulfield died too, but
And like, there's been a couple times where I've seen that they'll bring in a player back from injury too early, and then you'll get the same injury again. So I think that's got to be a medical staff. Oh no. Anyways.
Dude, their
We've
medical
never
staff,
seen this
Ottawa's
before.
medical staff, St. Louis's medical staff, they all need to get looked into at this point. Stop letting people come back early from injury. It should not be rocket science.
Hey, but you know what? At least they're battling for playoff spots. You know, they're playing meaningful games. No, they're not.
Nope. Like all that for what, 10th last or something like that. Like, oh yeah, yeah. God.
All that for a drop of blood, etc., etc.
Exactly.
Cade Weber is his name. 6'6".
Cade Weber. Yep. He's fucking huge, dude.
Jesus. According to Scott Powers of The Athletic, Comesso is not expected to join Rockford this season.
Good.
Well, he's supposed
There's
to.
no room for him. So
Well, the contract doesn't start till next year anyway, so he
yeah.
might.
Well,
Oh,
they there was rumors that he might do an ATO, but like I'm glad he's not. Like, there's no reason
Yeah.
to. They have Stauber down there. They have Soderblom down
Soderblom
there.
has been hot down the stretch.
Yeah, which is what you need.
Do you
He's gonna
think-
go on his Colin Delia run like he did, like Colin Delia did a couple years ago. Where
They
they went
already
to,
did that last year.
Oh God. Anyways, I did that just groaning because I just remember Colin Delia, and it's just
Just the thought of Colin Delia. Yeah.
Yeah, Puck and Hostile was at my rink the other day.
Yeah,
I
you should
know-
talk about it. Yeah.
Did he bring his other 4 likes that follow him
No,
every
no.
time he posts something?
No. I only know this because the back of the truck was a license plate that said Hostile with a
Yeah,
black
was it right next to a
license plate.
MAGA fucking flag too? Like Jesus.
Did he have the
Maybe on the
Confederate flag
inside.
on the back window?
On the side of the car, he's got a fucking therink.com sticker. Like,
And did
this
it
is
say
what you
support
need to be
veterans
flexing.
and support fetuses too.
Lord.
Hey, Pierce.
Hang on, Jimmy. Is that sure what I think it is? Is that sure what I think it is? Let's go, Big Kahuna Burger! I saw Big Cahoon and I'm like, oh, maybe that's about Dominic Cahoon, but I'm like, no, that's a Pulp Fiction reference right there, folks.
I think Pulp
Hell yeah,
Fiction's a
brother.
Dominic Cahoon
Hey.
reference, actually, but
You're
Yeah,
a
he's
smart
wrong.
motherfucker. That's right. The metric
I don't like
system.
Pulp Fiction. It insists upon itself. It's like the one movie that literally doesn't insist upon itself.
Yeah, so much self-referential humor, and Quentin Tarantino says the N-word in it like multiple times.
Oh my god! Certainly, he doesn't do that in a lot of movies, right?
No, that's the only time. And then he said, "Hey guys, I'm really sorry for doing that. I'm not doing that anymore."
Then he made a movie called Django.
guys, I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to do it. Here's a Django Unchained.
I'm sorry. One of my favorite, like, I remember from like an old podcast I listened to like a decade ago. They were talking about when they went to go see Django, and the guy was counting how many times they said the N word. And he's like, "I stopped counting after like 50." It was just, it's like Jesus Christ.
Oh, boy.
Django's a good
You
movie, but
cheat.
it's just fucking. Anyways,
Django Unchained used the N-word 110 times. Or
I
no,
mean-
116 times.
It's a
By the way, that's
good
a lot.
movie, but
what the heck, guys? You had to fucking tell me it right the first time. Like, now I'm gonna count, and it's not gonna be right. What the heck?
Well, what do you think we're doing in Nashville now?
what do we check the skull on Fandango?
What do we
And-
had? What do we
And,
had?
and when it said PG-13, when I said all waiting, it did not say 116 times.
You
Then
guys-
I showed my class, and I got fired. Like, I don't understand what happened, sir. You showed a fucking class of 6th graders Pulp Fiction. I thought it'd be character building. Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
There's a thing
it was
called-
crazy. I went to the Mario movie and Chris Pratt said the N-word right at the end of the movie. It was crazy.
He just read it off the prompter. We didn't know he was just gonna
Yeah.
read it.
He
Mario,
reads everything off the prompt.
Mario, we didn't put anything on the prompt yet. What,
Mario,
Chris?
the
What
lines-
is this? Chris? Chris, we didn't put anything on the prompter yet. Why'd you say that?
Can we cut
Chris, that
commercial?
wasn't the line. We weren't supposed to say that. It's like everyone in the fucking cut room, the editing room, just listening to that fucking playback. It's just like, do we take
But
it out and
really-
bring it back in? Nah. Leave it in.
Speaking of people that have said the N-word, Charlie Day. Did you guys see that clip of him saying something about cinema as Luigi? Pierce, why didn't you warn me for that jump scare? Why did you not warn me for that?
I trigger warning spoiler.
Where's the trigger? There's no trigger warning on that. Yeah, that's the problem. There wasn't a trigger warning on that video.
Jimmy, I'll
Dude,
put-
they really should have just paused the
Push
movie and then put TW content warning.
I'll put a trigger warning next time short plumbers show up on your screen. My bad.
Dude, they were in
It
New
makes
York.
me
They should put
insecure, okay?
They should have put a trigger warning on it.
Dude, why weren't the Mets in the Mario movie? That's the real question. You want to really be from New York? It's about the Mets, baby.
Yeah, no, actually, that's what happened.
I
Mario
would have loved a
Luigi.
reference to that. I would have loved a reference to it's the best.
I can't believe Jerry Seinfeld's in the Mario movie. That's crazy.
What's the deal with plumbing?
I also can't believe that he dated a 17-year-old when he was 38. That was really weird.
Yo, this is so crazy, guys. Jerry Seinfeld really likes Fetty Wap. Just look up Jerry Seinfeld 1738.
Just look up Jerry Seinfeld 1738.
It's good every time. It's good every single time. It's great every time.
That meme style never gets fucking old, dude. Because everyone always does it like so enthusiastic. They're like, "Oh man, he's had great experiences with this. Just go look up blank blank, and then it's something
Yeah.
terrible."
Yeah. So bad.
All right.
Yeah.
Joe Pavelski, 1,000 point club.
Hey!
Yeah, Dylan, I know you are a big Pavel, or his points, not games.
You should have
Points.
been a Hawk in 2019, and then they would.
Yes,
The
I
Hawks were
know.
fucking
Pierce, I
good.
know.
They went to Dallas, and what have they done?
It's a redirect goal. It's a fucking redirect goal. There's no better way.
It couldn't have been any other way. It really couldn't.
Shout
have.
out to
If it was Brent Burns shooting it, like that would have been the piece, the resistance, as the I think it's the French people say it. People.
God, how'd the French get in here?
How do we make this about the French now?
Something white flag.
Something. Chris.
Oh my God, Jimmy's favorite player scored Shane Pinto.
He's an untouchable in a
Shane
Jack
Pinto
Eichel
beat, bro.
trade.
He gets a mention every podcast somehow.
Listen, he sees we're recording. He simply scores a goal. It's not that hard.
Always comes back to DeBrincat.
He says, "Oh, it's podcast day. Bet. Let me just tip this Tyler Cleveland puck or whatever the fuck he did. I don't know."
Speaking of Shane Pinto, sheet like a trade between you and I, Dylan. Cooking up something fierce today.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Well,
I cooked up something fierce with Pierce.
Yo.
Ooh,
Dave
really?
PJS cast trades. Oh man,
Yeah,
Ooh.
no.
Wait, Pierce, now you and I have to make another trade to complete the circle.
you already
The
did. You
triangle.
got
We
hurt.
did.
No. I want
We're gonna
to
make-
do
we're gonna
more.
make-
We
no,
gotta
we're
make
gonna
this is fun. This is fun. We got to keep this going.
We gotta make a 3-way trade. I
Oh
think.
my God, we all have to trade our 6th-round picks with each other.
Yo, let's do it.
Pick swap, baby. Everyone loves a good pick swap.
I get pick 181, and you get pick 179, and you get pick 17. Wait a minute, how did I get the worst pick out of this?
I did. I
Pierce-
deserve an extra
Pierce,
pick. Thank you very much.
Here's that
Jared,
voice that gives me a little Joe Pesci. Yeah, a little Joe
yeah.
Pesci.
Hey,
Yeah.
come on.
Hey, what am I getting at? Come on.
Probably thinks he's a
It's
Oh,
just like
yeah.
a black and white screen. And it's like Robert De Niro, Joe Pesci, and Ray Liotta. Hey, come on! I want my traffic.
I wanna
Hey.
get the 1-2. Maybe the 1-2. You know?
Jesus.
I might not. I might not.
Give
I
him
might
a
not.
1-2.
Maybe the 1-2, pal. Buckaroo.
You know,
Everybody
We just-
having a
we
bully
just can't-
day.
we just can't get off the topics of Italian movies. We really can't. You can't escape them.
So, in on to more Italian people. Let's not. No, actually. Nah, let's go on to the Irish. Let's talk about the Bruins.
I thought we're going to talk about the Irishman now. That
We're just gonna start talking about. Next, we're gonna talk about Casino.
Yeah.
There we go, class.
Have you guys watched The Wolf of Wall Street?
I know.
No, never.
This indie
no.
movie, you probably never heard of it. Like
Yeah, it's more
so
underground stuff.
It's
Very
so
art
underground.
house-
You ever heard of
very
this
art
movie?
house.
This cult classic known
That critics panned at release, but
known
now
as
it's
Ant-Man
loved.
and the Wasp: Quantumania. Sorry, Jimmy. I know you only watch Black Adam. I know. I'm sorry. Okay,
Listen.
I will get it. I will mention it next time before you get on my ass. Okay,
Hey,
but still,
what are we?
I'm
what
just
are we
trying to
looking
tell
at?
him about this cult
Overwatch.
classic.
What
Okay.
I'm not watching Batman v Superman is I don't know. What are we? The only movie I ever tweet about.
What do
so-
you just don't? What do we
What
don't
else
have the
do you
mental capacity
expect?
to understand
What?
a movie like that? Like,
Seriously,
it's just so
new.
nuanced. Like, Superman is God. Like, you literally don't
Seriously.
understand.
Seriously. No, Black Adam is better. I've gone over this a million times. Black
I
Adam
can't
is
wait
the
till
best
people
character
come out of the
in the
woodwork and
DCU.
defend Black Adam in like 8 years.
It's like
legitimately.
I can't even like feel energy about it because it's like every week someone's like, "This old piece of media, it's good now," and you're a fucking idiot if you agree otherwise. You're one of the critics who agree with the masses at first because because it's some schlock in the mainstream media likes blah 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 buzzword. Oh yeah.
My favorite is everyone's been talking about The Last Jedi for the last week, and I want to be a dick and rain on everyone's parade, but like, kind of find it funny that all the scenes they used from The Last Jedi are in like the last 30 minutes of the film. Funny how that works. Funny how they didn't use any from the second hour at all. Nothing from Canto Bite. Have not seen a single Canto Bite clip on Twitter. Oh, but you know, if you don't like The Last Jedi, you're a bigot or some shit. You know what I mean? Whatever.
I've learned to love it much more than I don't, but not a fan of Canto Bite.
Like I just laugh when everyone's like, "Oh my god, Ryan Johnson made a cinematic masterpiece," and I'm like, "All right, guys, he made a great last 45 minutes. You know who else had a great last 45 minutes? Rogue One. Like this is, it's not hard to make it. Like Attack of the Clones has a tolerable last 45 minutes of a Star Wars film. Like let's just temper the expectations a little, or just find me a scene from that first like hour to 2 hours. Just find me any scene from that, not the last." Anything from the fucking fight scene in the throne room.
Yeah, it does get a bit. I have not seen that movie in quite a fucking minute.
Someone posted like Kylo Ren splitting Snoke in half, and they're like, "Oh my god, it's so chilling." I was like, "If you gotta chill during this scene, like, how do you watch like other like media?" Genuinely, like, did you watch Deadpool and just like shit yourself because of all the blood? Did you watch Django and did you have to like take a week off watching movies because you saw too much
gosh.
blood?
I
Like,
can't do this. Oh, I can't- oh my god.
next you're gonna tell me they have sex. Oh my god, I can't do this.
Next, they're gonna say the F word.
Dude, no.
That's possible.
My boyfriend told me that sex is not real, so that cannot be true, possibly.
My boyfriend told me that sex is not real.
What are they gonna do if they?
It's
watch
all
it?
a myth. Everyone makes
Are
it
they
My
up.
gonna-
girlfriend told me sex is not real. Her and her no, what is it? My wife told me sex is not real. Her and her boyfriend just
My
go
wife's
I
boyfriend
don't
told me that.
understand what they do. It's crazy. Like they want to be WWE wrestlers, and I keep telling them, well, if you want to be wrestlers, you should probably go. You know,
You gotta
they don't
go
have
fight in the ring.
matches, but they're like, oh, it's a new thing, and I'm like, oh, okay.
It's a very dangerous move. If we mess it up, you could get very hurt. Please just go downstairs and wait.
We will.
It
Just
is
simply get the camera and sit in the corner.
You're
And
helpful.
turn and hit the light. All right. Enough about
Listen, don't threaten me with a good time. Don't threaten me with a good time.
enough about Jimmy getting cucked. What's the next topic?
Hey.
Come on.
Hey, come on,
Hey.
come on.
Hey. Too far.
All right. Well,
Too far.
Can't believe Jack Black actually killed it as Bowser. Like he
can't
just
believe
had-
Bowser was a simp, bro. That's
No,
crazy.
he was.
I can't believe Bowser was a simp. This
Did
is
you see
insane.
that? Fucking
I did. Oh, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
Pierce, have you seen that YouTube like thumbnail where it's
I
just
saw it
like
because of
it's
Pierce,
like
I'm pretty
new
sure.
Mario movie is shit. Peach is a girl boss. Mario is he's like Bowser's a simp. Mario, I forget what he says about Mario, but he's like
Peach is a girl boss. It's
The funny thing is, they're like, this is what happens. Woke Disney has made no money, and anti-woke Mario made so much money. And then someone like replied with like a bunch of video clip. Peach girl boss, has they gone woke too? Like, which one is it?
Oh my god. Oh
No,
my
but
God.
Peach was.
Can't believe my animated media has gone woke. Whatever.
I can't believe the
I
animation.
think the beers will never go woke. Am I right?
Dude, I'm like reading
Shut
one of those
up,
threads.
fuck you, said
I'm
the
reading
second
one of those
round.
stupid threads, and the guy's like,
Wow,
"Oh man,
man.
can't drink Coors Light anymore. Got to do an hour of research just to get a beer." And I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. There's like 200 comments of people being like, "Oh, brother, I found this beer. It doesn't taste that good, but at least it owns the libs." It's like, yeah, I'm drinking worse beer to own the gays. That's gonna get them, folks. Like, Jesus fucking
This
Christ.
tastes like shit.
Drink your piss
I-
water in
This
silence.
tastes like water, but to own the libs.
This tastes like actual sewage, but at least it ain't got no gay water in it.
But it ain't got no woke liberal colors.
I just know
on
that
it.
Bud Light gets made by dudes with soft hands.
I kind of want to buy it for that reason, but I resist.
I kind of. What was the tweet I saw? Where some dude was just like, "Get all this gay shit off my For You page," and someone just fucking uses the groom meme, and he's like, "How do we tell him?"
No, there's a great. What was the? I did one of you guys send this? It's a Facebook post, and it's like if my son was gay, I still wouldn't buy him a Barbie. We raising tops over here.
Ooh, little racy today, are we, Phil?
Darius actually.
Oh, Darius, getting a little racy today, aren't we? Teaching your kid how to only. Oh my god. What's the next topic?
Anyways,
McDavid hit 150 points. Let's go, baby.
Sixth player in NHL history to do that. It's like Wayne Gretzky, Mario Lemieux, Steve Yzerman, I think Bernie Nichols, and I forget the other person. I don't remember the other person, but yeah, it's a very exclusive. I think it's good.
Yager?
It might be good. Yeah, maybe Yager. I'm not sure.
I don't know.
I forgot
Someone
the last
Tell me that
person.
Mario Lemieux was overrated, though. That was fun. I was like,
What?
you guys.
What? Where'd you see that? Where did you see
Dude,
this?
it was because people were talking about like I think it was like top 5 players all time or something, and they wouldn't even put Lemieux in their top 5, and I almost lost my mind. I was just like, because then he tries to bring in point totals, right? And I'm just like, oh yeah, the guy who's played 900 games and has like over 1,600 points.
He missed like I think 5 seasons due to cancer. I think it's 5.
Cancer and back problems. Like, what the fuck?
No,
and the fact
sorry.
that he's-
He only missed 3 years because of cancer.
Oh no, he only 3 years of his fucking prime. Like, Jesus.
So 1997, before he got cancer, 122 points in 76 games. 3-year gap,
How many again?
122 points in 76 games. Oh, and just a ho-hum 161 points the season before.
Guys, he's not good.
He's all right. He's all
Not
right.
good
He
from what I
sucks. He doesn't have enough points to be.
Dude, guys, clearly Ovechkin's better. Like,
He missed 3 calendar years, 3.5 calendar years. He came back December 27th, 2000. I think they played against the Leafs because, of course, it had to be the Leafs. And he scored a goal and 3 points in his return. And he wound up to have 76 points. Guess how many games?
48.
67.
43.
Still.
And then
He
decided
retired
to
after
add
that,
another
right?
point per game playoff run.
No,
And it-
because
like-
he was there for Crosby's rookie year, wasn't he?
Yeah, dude, he had 22 points in 26 games. Like, he still could have gone. He really could have.
Yeah.
He was just
But
like, I'm not
then
taking away Sid's spot.
He literally, yeah, he's like, yeah, we'll give him this one cool moment, then I'll go literally literally own the
Go
franchise
own the effing team.
and give them 3 cups in like less than a decade. Crazy.
Yeah, but now he needs to get
No.
fired because they're gonna miss the playoffs for the first time in 15 years. So
yeah, it sucks.
Telling you, Pens fans, you don't know. You don't know. You
But
got
yeah,
a good thing
that
called
was
Scotland.
basic-
You have an owner that actually isn't a problem. Be thankful you have a decent owner. That's a good owner. As far as I'm
oh, but that whole tirade with Lemieux was basically just to bring up. I just hope people don't overrate McDavid once this is all said and done, or underrate him. I guess is basically what I'm trying to say. Because I feel like,
Appreciate greatness.
yeah, we're all getting kind of just like used to it. I feel like to an extent, like, oh no,
I
McDavid
saw
just had
Mc-
another 3-point game. Ooh,
Yeah.
like it's
I saw McDavid hit it. I saw him. I was like talking to my friend at work. I'm just like, yeah, he's gonna hit on 50 tonight, and she's like, yeah, probably will. And I like text her. I'm like, see, he did it. I'm like, oh yeah, good for him. By the way-
so it's like we're desensitized to him getting points at this point
Yeah.
because he does it so much.
Even like Pasternak, we're just like, oh yeah, he hit 60 goals. He just scored 10 goals in like a span of a week. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like that, like people just go out and do that on a daily basis, you know.
I do.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh,
You're so
okay.
right.
Okay.
'Cause you-
You know, Jimmy, some of us all just can't be you. All right. You know what I mean?
You know,
Some
some
of
of
It
us
can't be you. Hockey isn't everything.
Well,
Not
you know,
everyone can
isn't
do everything.
everything-
Hockey
Isn't
isn't
everywhere.
some of
and
us,
it isn't all at once. All right.
everything.
some
So
of us
it's
can't
not.
skate past take shots within halfway of the ice. You know, like sometimes we can
Huh?
only shoot from the
Pierce
defensive
literally in
end.
his Brent Seabrook arc, if we're being honest.
Yeah, I've been in my Brent Seabrook art. I just come in clutch no matter what. What can I
Imagine
say?
letting in a goal from center ice in the playoffs. Jeez, couldn't be Pekka Rinne, guys. Anyways,
So, Mario Lemieux didn't even play 1,000 games. At the time of his retirement, he was the NHL's 7th highest career point scorer with 690 goals and 1,033 assists. He ranks second in NHL history with a 0.754 career goals per game average. Put that in perspective, that is a 60 goal pace over 82 games. Average. And that was just behind Mike Bossy, who another guy whose career
very
got
good.
caught short. Yeah, he
All right,
was
that's a
I think.
decent player.
No, but he didn't play enough games, so he sucks.
that guy might be one of the most underrated players of all time. Because, like,
he's
for
soft because he couldn't play through the injuries, I guess.
You got through cancer, yeah.
Even
Yeah,
though
he's-
that's 40,
Anyways.
30 years ago, and like medical, it hasn't changed at all. People are just more tough.
people are just
Yeah.
more tough. They got more grit.
Yeah.
Capitals are. This is why I'm so done with draft lottery talk. I just saw a tweet that said Capitals are about to lose out on 0.7% of a Connor Bedard to screw over the Islanders. Like
I'm pretty sure if you're like 12th, you can only move up 10 spots. I don't think you can win up and win number 1. I'm pretty sure that's how it works.
well, they're
So
in the
even
bottom 10 now. That's
Yeah.
the thing. That's why they're obnoxious
okay,
about it.
Okay.
Like every Caps fan, this is like I'm not even kidding. The Capitals are going through the shit that Hawks fans went through 5 years ago, which is, oh, our team's starting to stink, but we just got to the bottom 10 for the first time, so we're gonna get first overall.
First
newsflash,
overall
you're
pick,
gonna
that's
get
gonna
eighth
fix everything, and then
overall.
we're gonna be back. And no, that's not what. That's not.
Yeah,
what's
newsflash, you're getting 8th overall, and you'll be lucky if you get like Colby Barlow, who's good, but also like not gonna be on the team next year. So,
I think Gavin Hayes is better though,
dude, hey, Gavin Hayes, second ranked shot according to
and he's
coaches
better.
and-
He's better than Blake Wheeler. He even said himself.
I mean, he
He's so
shoots better than
lucky,
Blake
man.
Wheeler. That's for fucking sure.
Is he? And he's a good guy too. He's a good kid.
Good
I don't think-
Canadian kid.
Is he
Or is he
Canadian?
American?
He might
He's
be
Canadian.
American.
I don't
He's
know.
Canadian.
Buddy,
Good Canadian kid.
shout out to Canada, for being cool and all.
No,
Are
he's
they?
American. It's over.
Just kidding.
It's over though.
Strictly Western
No.
Canada's cool. Eastern Canada's still up in the air.
Yeah. The only good thing they've ever done is the Blue Jays. Honestly, I think.
Yeah.
man,
So,
I we could segue into baseball opening week because I could tell you one thing. Did not know that there were that many Pittsburgh Pirate fans, and now that I do, really wish I didn't know.
Oh no!
Because
You go to the Pirates fans. Arr!
Okay.
dude, I've never seen a fan base get so pissed because like their guy didn't slide properly into our catcher. I've never seen a fan base get so pissed at a catcher for like just doing his job. Oh, well, he should have been running his mouth. Oh man, I would have socked him if I was Santana. I'm just like, shut the fuck up. Like, Jesus, you guys won the game 1-0.
Yeah.
See,
Baseball has the same like whole code thing with hockey. It's funny. It's quite funny.
They're all lame. Like, oh, Mitchie
Lord.
Marner goal! Get excited, Leafs Nation.
Magic Mitchie Marner. You might even say.
Magic Mitchie.
Oh no, the Panthers aren't making the playoffs. They're out shooting them 30 to. Who's playing goalie for? Is it Samsonov?
Yeah, it's
Samsonov?
Samsonov.
Because they're like, oh, we don't.
Yeah, because they can't start a backup. They can't have an actual backup.
Oh,
So
that's right. That's right.
it's Samsonov, and then some fucking.
Actually, according to my NHL app, it says that Austin Matthews just scored his 40th goal of the season.
shut up.
I'm sorry, man. Okay, gosh.
Nerd.
I'm so tired. Oh my god. What's next? Oh yeah,
Okay,
Hey, Magic Matthews.
Red Wings record. That happened. Too bad they lost.
Yeah.
What'd you say earlier, first? Too bad they lost to the Capitals and the Blackhawks and the
They lost
Coyotes.
to the Coyotes. They lost to the Leafs too once, I think. Could be wrong.
Yeah, it's
The
you're
Leafs
doing
have
your
played
job
them
if
very
you're the
well
Leafs.
this year, though. I will say that much. And Pittsburgh's played them very well too. So if Pittsburgh could figure it out, that might actually be a series.
No, but Alex Stalock is showing them out tomorrow. I'm taking that to the bank and getting my money.
I'm taking you to the bank
Please
and beat
tell
the
me
shit out of
Stalock's
you,
in
man.
net
Come on.
tonight.
I mean, hey, don't throw me with a good time.
God, please tell me Stalock's the one in net tonight. Please.
Jimmy, I'll be standing on a pile of my money. You'll never reach me up there.
Buddy, I'm
Oh,
6'6".
get you right back in.
Damn, that's crazy. It's like if I
I
stand
stand
on
on my money and I'm 4'2". I'm in tremendous debt right now. It's crazy.
stand on my money, I'm 4'2". I try to. It's like I'm in terrible debt with the leprechaun. I went to the other end of the rainbow and there wasn't a pot of gold. There was just a bunch of angry Irish people. I don't
I'm in
understand.
debt with the Irish mafia right now. Honestly, hate when that happens.
They say it's a
Italians
pot of
all
gold at the
over.
other end of the rainbow, but I don't know, man. I just saw a bunch of drunk Irish people. It doesn't
Yeah.
seem like it's the right thing.
That
Drinking the Jack Daniels.
That is
Like,
something,
get that
how it
some
is.
points.
Literally
Yeah,
not gonna be
the-
Irish.
Jimmy, I can see the jealousy on your face right now. It's okay.
Whatever. Seriously. Oh my
Oh,
god. Jesus.
The Blue Jays are 6-4. That's pretty cool. I
Dude, you
think.
guys have had some fucking shit shows of games. Like,
Oh
I swear-
no!
on a Sunday, it's usually a shit show. I feel like, or a day game, it's usually a shit show for y'all.
Mhm.
Like,
First game of the season, 10-9, and I thought that was a crazy game. Angels 12-11. That, oh my god, like,
and it's the Angels, so you're just watching fucking
dude,
loaded talent across the board.
they were down 6-0. Like, it was just it really was a shit show of a game because they got, I think, 2 outs early and like, okay, we're gonna be fine. We're gonna get out of the inning. And since it's an afternoon game, the sun is out. You're in California. Fly ball goes out to, I think it was Dalton Varsho, and I'm like, oh, he's got this. It's gonna end the inning. Drops down. They get a run. I'm like, okay, let's just get out of the inning. It's 1 run, and then I forget who it was. I don't think it was Trotter or Otani, but they got a 2-run shot. I'm like, fuck, and they just kept piling on. It was 6-0. And then I think it was the 5th or the 6th inning, they got the bases loaded, and Matt Chapman, who's just been fucking awesome this year, he's not going to be, dude, he's not going to be a Blue Jay next year. Like, Just looking at what Manny Machado got for money and looking at his agent, like he's getting $30 million next year, and it's not gonna be with the
He
Blue Jays.
should.
It's so sad because he's so fucking good.
What if he
Like-
gets
It's from the BJs. Who knows?
Yeah, they just gotta pay everyone. They just gotta do what the Padres did, just give out $400 million to all the star players. I think.
Padres just like thumped the fucking Braves too on primetime. Like, dude, they're a fucking nasty team. And then the Sox are just doing what they always do, which is just be painful.
It sounds like more of the same for them. From
it's
what I
always more
what's
the
their,
same.
what's their record right now?
I don't know. It's losing record, I assume, because they lost the series to the Pirates and they lost the series to the Giants. Dude, the Giants fucking murdered us. But I don't know. They beat the Twins today. I love beating the Twins. That's always good
Mhm.
stuff.
They're-
I was told Carlos Correa makes them good.
Who else do they have? Oh, okay, they have Buxton, but who else?
Yeah.
I can't
Whatever.
name who else. But yeah,
And
the
Oscar
Blue Jay-
Colas has been good.
yeah.
And Dylan Cease is still sick.
Oh, he's nasty. He's gross. Like,
Mm-hmm. Kopech had a good game yesterday, or yeah, yesterday, but they lost 1-0. So
of
Yeah.
course.
he was
But yeah,
fucking
those,
dealing
like-
too.
It was 6-4, and then I forgot who got on base, and then Kiermaier, dude. I thought Kiermaier was just gonna be a guy who like rotated in the outfield, and I mean, he'll probably still get injured, and he'll definitely cool down, but like he's better than I thought he was gonna be. Like he's making plays in the outfield. Like I knew he was gonna do that, but like he's actually hitting well. I think I saw an interview where he's like, "Yeah, I want to be the best ninth place hitter so I can get on base, run, and like guys like Springer and Bichette and Guerrero drive me in," and he's been doing that. But he drove in the runs himself. Like I think he had 5 RBIs that game. Like it was 6-0 Angels, and it was 6-6, and then I think the Blue Jays went to 10-6, and then bottom of the ninth they blew it. It was 10-10, and then when they went to the extra innings, it's the runners on second base. So the Blue Jays got I think 2 more runs. I think Kiermaier drove both them in, and then bottom of the inning. They sent freaking Trevor Richards out, and it was like the bottom of the order, and they're like, "Okay, we can get out of this." And then I think he walked like a couple of guys, and it got to Trout. He walked him, and it drove in a run, and we're like, "Oh fuck, Ohtani's out, dude. He's walking this off." Then they pull out Tim Mesa to the mound. He got 2 strikes on him, and then he hit a ground ball to I think Jake Vladdy, and then the end of the game, like, holy shit. So many of those games so far for the Blue Jays, and then that series with the Angels was actually a lot of fun because it was because I think the team that got the early lead each time lost because the Blue Jays were down that first game they played. They let out, I think it was Chris Bassett let out an early home run to Mike Trout. I'm like, oh fuck, here we go, okay, because he sucked against St. Louis, but then he actually got together and got the win. So, and then the Blue Jays were up for like 4-0, and then they lost that game because Jose Barrios just doesn't know how to pitch now. He got his money, and now he sucks. But yeah, the Blue Jays they're 6-4. They have an off day today, and I think they're in a pretty good position. They play the Tigers, and they have Manoah, Gossman, and Bassett lined up to pitch those games. Like that should be a sweep, you'd think. But baseball is just crazy.
Baseball's baseball. I mean, every team, good teams are gonna lose to bad teams every night. Like
Mm-hmm.
it just
There's
happens.
there's so many games like the
There's
best
definitely
teams
baseball.
lose.
That's very true.
The best teams
Completely
lose
agree.
like 60 times a year. Like there's just so many games, but then the best teams will win 100 times as well. But no, it's been a lot of fun watching the Blue Jays. Like there's so many pieces to that team. I'm like, this team could be so much better. Like I'm seeing it, but it's just I'm not seeing it all at once. I need to piece it all together and be more consistent and complete. Anyways. It's been a lot of fun. It's nice to cheer for a team that's good that I genuinely care about and has genuinely likable people on the team.
Right.
But yeah, when I booked my trip to Chicago, flight to Chicago, I had it in mind. I'm like, okay, maybe I'll go the 1 week, but then I saw the next week they're playing the White Sox. I'm like, fuck, I cannot miss this. We gotta watch that.
Oh yeah. It's on 4th of July too, so you'll see like a crazy fireworks show at that Galaxy
hell
break.
yeah.
It's gonna be good.
We're doing it. We're doing it.
Hopefully it's a night game.
And I think it is a night game. And I
Fuck
think it's
yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. Let's go.
Well, no, because like
even if it was a normal White Sox game, their fireworks are usually really good at the game. Like they
Mhm.
usually put on a great fireworks show at the end. But like since it's 4th of July, they're gonna blow a lot of shit up.
It's gonna be awesome.
And I'm gonna be there in my Blue Jays jersey, and I'm gonna pay myself.
Pierce's
red
gonna be
and
there
white
in his
for
Kikuchi
Canada.
jersey, ready to fucking roll.
Yeah, let's go.
Kikuchi on the mound. It's just like you in the Curtis Alberta game. You're Curtis from Alberta, but at the Jays game.
Yeah.
Pierce from Alberta, the PJs.
The baseball watcher has entered guaranteed rate field. I cannot wait
Let's
for that tweet.
go. It has to be Manoah.
Pierce, I
Gosman.
imagine he was like the watcher for Marvel, but
God,
with
imagine we get
baseball.
Manoah Cease, the game we go to.
Oh, that would be even Gossman. Cease would be. Gossman has been fucking great this year,
Dude, when they play baseball, that shit is crazy, dude.
dude.
Like,
Yo,
every time
they hit
I
the ball
watch
in
them
the air
play
once.
baseball, I'm like, oh shit, they're
Back
about to do
go
some baseball
Bird.
with that. Yo, he's about to do a baseball thing, and then he pulls off some baseball.
Yo, and then
shit. I'm like,
sometimes
that-
they don't, and I don't understand that.
My favorite part was where he said, "This is baseball," and then he hit a ball onto the base. It was so
baseball all
great,
over
honestly.
everyone. I'm gonna use my baseball.
My favorite
glove.
part is when he got the Infinity Gauntlet and said, "I am baseball," and hit a grand slam.
Instead of the Infinity Gauntlet, it's just like the graphic of the bases, and it's just like I have all of them now. It's all loaded. Yeah, that
Oh
was
my
Matt
God.
Chapman on.
It's like, what's your walk-up song? I just have random Thanos quotes play as I walk up to the plate.
You're a true sociopath. Yeah.
Oh, dude, can you imagine that shit? You can just have like villain quotes as you walk up to the mound.
Get struck out this day extracts a heavy toll.
Every time it's just like when he gets a strike, he adds another fucking thing to the gauntlet. If he
This
gets
is
straight,
like, you could do this with Nick at Night. You could just like, or the Nickelodeon game. You could do a Nickelodeon hockey baseball game. I said hockey.
oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
Yeah,
like the,
yeah.
like
Like kids thing.
Yeah, dude.
oh my god,
Yeah.
we need to do them with SpongeBob. Or no, if SpongeBob's gonna do any sport, it's basketball. After that stupid Patrick Star thing from like 5 years ago.
Oh no,
he
he
like
was talking.
dunks and turns. into
That's
Patrick.
not what he wanted to cook.
No, that's the one. Yeah.
I forgot about
My
that.
favorite one.
That's
Before
not
that,
what
he's
he
like,
wanted to
"Oh, here's
cook."
Russ Wilson. Oh no, I thought it was
Oh,
something. That's not what he wanted to cook."
On Christmas, I remember like going into the game. People were like, "On Christmas, we're really gonna make kids suffer through Russell Wilson versus Baker Mayfield." But then you just hear Patrick Starr in the commentary, and it's so funny.
That would make it all worth it. I do not care.
Oh my god, it's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
But
The
anywho.
NHL could never. Anyways, what I'm saying is the Blue Jays are 2-0 in games that Yusei Kikuchi starts. Anyways, let's go on. to
Lame
Twitter
ass sport.
questions.
Insert Family Guy compilation here.
Me, I guarantee right field when the Blue Jays are losing.
Boring
ass sport.
baseball game. That'll be Jimmy as soon as he gets the guaranteed rate. Boring ass NFL draft Family Guy compilation as the first overall picks getting it out.
Not for snowflakes, kind of offensive. Followed by Ben Shapiro owns the feminists.
Bro, no way. We're going to the Joe Rogan anti-woke comedy show. This is perfect. My phone's not charged. I won't even need it.
My phone died. Yeah.
Jimmy might cringe so hard that his eyes might start
Jimmy,
bleeding.
hey,
Like,
come on,
Jesus.
Jimmy. Jimmy, you have to know the truth here that it was 90% cheers and 10% booze.
What are you talking about? Oh no. Oh no. Does this have to do with the Joe Rogan thing?
Yeah, that's the Joe Rogan experience.
Who said this?
Something.
Who made this claim?
The
made
same
this
guy who
claim?
said Charlie Brown had hose.
Steph Curry doesn't shoot well.
Did some fucking right wing talkhead say that was his comedy club experience? Or
Yeah, it's so woke, guys. So free speech that you can't even bring your phone in there to record it. Crazy.
The Rays are 10-0. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's what happens when I play the Oakland Athletics and the Washington Nationals. Yeah. Anyways, they're gonna get crushed by the Blue
I mean, they just
Jays.
beat the Red Sox 1-0.
Ooh. They play. I think the Blue Jays. They play the Tigers and they play the Astros and the Rays. So that's gonna be fun.
Dude, I think I'm going to the White Sox game in 2 weeks when they play the Rays. Like, what is it, like 21st or whatever? I don't know. 22nd. I don't know. They're in Tampa though, and I'm gonna go catch a game for sure.
Oh,
Go watch the shit show. It's a yearly thing, you know. They come to Tampa.
I mean,
watch
what?
them get killed.
I'm assuming you've been to Rays games before.
Oh, dude, I've been so
Yeah.
like usually what we do when there's like a Sox game. If it's
Yeah.
just us, we'll get tickets like in like third base line or something, first base
Mm-hmm.
line. But like if my whole family goes, they just rent out a box. And like,
Oh damn.
dude, it's fucking awesome. Like
My
Rays
dad-
games are great. It just takes an hour and a half to get there and back. So I never want to drive. It's
What's
like,
their? There's this Tropicana. Houston is Minute Maid. I always get the 2
Mhm.
mixed up because my dad is going to Houston,
to the
and he's gonna,
Trop.
yeah, and then he's gonna see
The Cubs
he's
are
gonna
Red
see
Monster
Astros.
or Red Mountain Dew.
What the fuck are you cooking
You
over
said-
there?
You said they're Minute
I'm
Maid.
sorry.
You said
I'm
the
sorry.
Cubs-
When you
the Cubs
tweet
are
out the
Red Mountain Dew.
podcast today, it needs to be in quotations. The Cubs are the Red Mountain Dew.
Yeah, that'll be the
The Red
podcast.
Mountain
Red
Dew,
Mountain Dew. Yeah,
Yeah.
Me when
that's my
kid named
that's my-
Wrigley.
that's my favorite Lana Del Rey song. Red Mountain Dew, just so great. Red Mountain Dew on the river with my friends that are gay. I guess I don't know. That's my favorite song by her. Great album.
I'm just like letting you cook. I'm like, I want to know who this ended.
He let him cook in the kitchen, and this is what he made. What,
Cooking, but no one came
what's-
to the kitchen.
what's the Randy Marsh thing where he's like trying to please? What is it? Creme fraiche? What is it called? Creme fraiche. Yeah, there we go.
Cafeteria. Fresh. It's like one of my favorite episodes of all time. Look, fucking Carmen's dressed up as
Guys, my
Gordon
guy's
Ramsay.
not that stupid. Oh my God, Stan!
It's Gordon Ramsay.
Ramsay.
Fucking such a funny episode. And then like the shake weight too is in that episode. Like it
Oh,
is.
shake weight.
Here's your
That's
cab fare. Now going to sleep mode. Boo-doop. Goes on vacation with the shake weight. Like, what the fuck was that episode?
great. Yeah, dude,
Oh my god.
so funny.
We have different sizes for you to try out. She's got some girl in the corner. She's got a giant shake weight. She's like, whoa, whoa. And she's like sitting in the chair. Jimmy's just like, yeah, South Park guys, funny. Ha, ha, ha.
Yo,
Please
South
laugh.
Park
Please clap.
reference. South Park
Oh, I'm
and
just-
baseball, my favorite topics.
I'm getting caught up on my Twitter. See
Oh,
what I missed
yeah.
I
today.
don't need
On
to
your
get caught up
other
on
Twitter account because your main
because you're banned.
Yeah, what happened there? So much for the tolerant left getting banned
Yeah.
on
Can't even
Twitter.
tolerate my bullshit. What's up with that?
Can't even tolerate me like making a joke that would not hurt a single person. I wouldn't think. Joking that
Staylock's starting tonight, so that means he's not starting tomorrow against the Penguins. Thank God.
Well, you know
was
what?
literally
You're
just-
gonna play.
was making a joke about people who are like about the whole Matrix bullshit. And so someone, can I explain this? Pierce, this
Guys,
is
how do you
incredibly-
see the egg in the mirror when there's paper?
Yes.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
I've lost faith in society. Jesus.
Well,
Guys, I don't know how this works. Sorry, Jimmy.
Honestly, double it.
Oh, you're
Sorry, Jimmy.
fine.
Go on.
You have the
Oh.
You have the
You're-
floor.
Oh no, I'm not like dying for the floor. Don't worry. I'm just that website has gone to that app. It's been a fucking mess.
Yeah, sure.
Go back to the.
It comes to suspensions and shit.
Somehow I feel like when that app was just ass shaking, it wasn't this stupid, but it probably still was. But who knows?
At least it functioned better.
I mean, Jesus Christ.
No, but it was. Did you see that, guys? You won't believe how funny this is. Like, I'm just ruffle coptering on the floor on how funny this is.
Oh my God, is it like epic own moment?
Yeah,
Is it almost as cool as like when they put the Doge sign on Twitter?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. That's what I was trying to get to.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Oh my god! What was the stupid meme page that posted the thing that was like, "Oh, epic!" Oh, and it's like Elon's face over the. I like.
I'll find it.
I've
I'll
never
find it.
cringed.
I got
Please
this.
find it.
I got this.
Please
I
find it
got
because I've
this.
never
I got
cringed
this.
harder at a tweet in my fucking life because I had a war flashback to 2013. That whole tweet is 2013, and it's making its way into the fan world in 2023.
You know, all he was missing was the Doritos and Mountain Dew.
And like fucking, what's the cat? The Pop-Tart cat, whatever.
cat turd.
No, what? Fuck.
Neon Cat.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Neon
yeah.
Cat. That's what it is.
That's
like
going back
whatever
even
fucking
further,
and
yeah.
Grumpy Cat. Let's just get all dumb memes from 2010s
Yeah.
in there. Oh my god, he's gonna do the Harlem Shake next. Please kill me.
Gangnam Style. Let's go.
Listen, Gangnam Style was
Found
ahead of
it.
its time.
Found it. Me. Why did Twitter change its logo to a Doge and it says Twitter : and then the video that this hypothetical Twitter would be role playing as is a CGI Doge with muscles
Wow.
doing.
I'm gonna cry. I'm cringing so hard. It's not
doing a
okay.
Fortnite dance and a little GIF piece of like a little Snoop Dogg. He's doing a little drop it like it's hot dance. He's doing a little dance, and
so
but it's
bad.
got Elon Musk's head on it. It's super funny, and there's a little smoke in the background, and the music is smoke weed every day because it's so dank. By the way.
It's so bad.
Guys,
It's
Jalen
so good.
Lupin got assigned to Rockford. I think that's cool.
Where is
It's
it?
actually Jalen Lipin, but whatever.
Well, you know what? We don't say that here in
I
Canada.
watched a game of his,
Lupin.
so I would know.
Well, Jimmy, he actually played here in Edmonton, and I live in Edmonton.
Okay, that is enough out of you.
Enough from the peanut gallery, as they say.
Enough from Charlie Brown.
Yo, he kicked the football, but he didn't actually,
They did not have hose.
and he didn't have hose either. That's for sure.
No. Yeah, tough life.
And then
All he was doing was kicking footballs, getting no
yeah,
hose.
and no hose, no kicks and no hose. Let's get to
That's
the
the life I
Twitter
want to
questions.
live.
I was gonna say finding Twitter questions, but I already found them.
Wow.
I made a post that said, "True to Easter form, the PJ's cast has risen and will be recording tonight. Get your questions in for us, happy face."
Damn, me and Jesus are just alike, always risen.
Honestly, always nailed to the cross, even though we're doing right things, and we disappear. And my favorite meme. Favorite meme was Easter. Every year when I see it, it's the Drake and Josh thing. Josh is like, "Drake, where's the body of Christ?" And they're just like standing in front of a rock. We'll never not kill me. That always makes me laugh.
I also
This-
like Poe Dameron going to announce the Palpatine's return, and it's him at the grave. I feel like Dylan would get this more than you. Yeah.
Sorry, someone just sorry, Capitals fans are trying to think they're geniuses now, and they're just like, I don't know how Dylan Strome could have walked for nothing from the Blackhawks last year. I simply would have kept him for 1 year and traded him at the deadline. It's like me when I want to be right, but I have no fucking recollection of anything that happens outside of my hockey team. Just crazy, dude. Excuse me. Sorry, Jimmy. What were you saying? I apologize.
Oh, I just said I love the meme of we were talking about Easter memes, and I said I like the Poe Dameron one where he's talking about Palpatine coming back, and he's at like the the tomb of Christ. It's empty. Anyways,
This is from @HouseCats NSH. I don't know what that could be a reference to. Jimmy, and he says, "Can you tell Jimmy that?"
what?
I don't know. It just says, "Can you tell Jimmy that?" I don't get it. Next question.
Jacob He says, "Tell me I'm not crazy for thinking there's zero chance Fantilli doesn't go 2. I've seen too many people saying Carlson 2, and I'm gonna lose it. I just want to start that off. Who's saying that? Because we're in their
There's
walls.
a good amount of scouts saying it.
That kind of really is that a thing?
I haven't seen that.
Cam Robinson's even said it. I've seen him say it. He's like,
It
"Oh, when
feels
you
like
pick
a Charlie
Carlson to go
Brown-
to it," he's like, "It wouldn't surprise me."
It feels like a Charlie Brown had host kind of thing. Like no, he's not going second. It's gonna be fantastic.
It would be, I could definitely see him going third. Like, not a doubt in my mind.
Yeah,
on that.
no, I feel like he's a pencil in for 3, but not 2. I feel like the top 3 is penciled in. Not like, when you think like put all those 3 together. Carlson's probably not going to 4 unless it's a position. No, but there aren't really any.
Unless a team takes Michkov at 3, he's probably going 3.
And I don't even know what team. Like, I mean, what,
I just
like,
don't
if-
think-
if
I
the
don't think
Caps
NHL
get third
teams-
overall. Like, they probably take Michkov third.
Oh yeah.
Because like half these teams are just gonna
That's
get
the
scared
one-
by the Russian factor. That's
Yeah, I
my
was
thing.
gonna say no. Most teams would know. I feel like the Caps are the one
Like,
team you can
Montreal, I
blame
don't
on
think they
them.
get scared by it. They
I
might.
completely forget. Did you see his dad died? Matvey
Yeah.
Michkov?
Dude,
that was
They
awful.
found him in like a
Yeah.
river. Like, what the
Mhm.
fuck, dude? I feel
That's-
so bad
yeah.
for their family. Prayers up for the Michkov family because that shit's
Mhm.
tough. Like, I can't even imagine like waking up and finding out your dad's dead in a river. Like, that's terrifying stuff. And then, of
It
course,
really
there's the
is.
people that are like, "Oh, well, I think there's more to the story with that one." It's like, no shit, dumbass. This
No.
isn't the time.
Yes, that's not the time. This is not the time or the place.
Whatever.
I didn't mean to. Well, like that. Oh, it's awful.
We must
It really
forego
is.
humanity and stay cynical.
Boomer. Yes, this. Who's the lead in the next Bullet Train movie? I still have to see Bullet Train.
Oh, Pierce, it's a fun movie. I still think you could do Lemon. Well, actually, I think you got to do Ryan Reynolds in the next Bullet Train because, like, you'll see like the whole thing they lead up to. Like, it would make sense if he's the next one because, like,
Willem Dafoe. I don't know.
Willem Dafoe.
I saw the thing. It's like, what if Wario and Waluigi were in the next Mario sequel? And then Jack Black is like, yeah, we should get Pedro Pascal to play Wario. And then they're just like, no, we're actually getting Danny DeVito to play Wario. And then like, who's gonna play Waluigi? And then so it's like Willem Dafoe. Yeah, it's perfect.
Oh my God, Willem Dafoe is Waluigi. Stop it. Oh, that
Or
would
like-
move mountains.
Or like Willem Dafoe.
I think didn't Jack Black said he wants to get Pedro Pascal as Mario?
that's what I said, yeah.
It's just
But then they're like, no, we should get Danny DeVito. There's literally Danny DeVito right here, and then someone's like, yeah, who's gonna be Waluigi though? Then someone
Me.
said, well, me.
Michael Sarah's gonna be Waluigi.
Oh no.
I need it now. I'm sorry. I need it.
Imagine being in the Barbie movie and then Mario movie sequel. Like,
I'm trying to
Must
think of
be
like
so
what
nice
other
to be Michael
characters. What
Cera.
other characters could they introduce? Like,
uh,
I'm trying to think of a way to get Will Arnett in this, but I don't know what character he would be.
Will,
We need to
Will
lean
Arnett-
into Arrested Development. Let's do it. Jason
Will
Bateman get
Arnett
him into
as
somebody.
Yoshi. Yoshi talks to Will Arnett.
Will
No,
Arnett's
no,
deep ass
no,
voice
no, no,
is
no, no.
Yoshi.
No.
Yoshi.
You tell me you don't want a Darren Cross Yoshi?
Wait,
You don't
who?
want a fucking David Cross Yoshi?
No,
David Cross.
I'm saying Will Arnett Yoshi. That's what I'm laughing at. David Gross Yoshi would be good, but now all I'm imagining is a deep voice Yoshi, and it's fucking hilarious.
And Will Arnett with that distinct voice too.
No,
No one's got a voice like
King
Will Arnett.
Boo. David Cross is King Boo.
Wait, who would be Baby Boo? Who would be Baby Boo?
I don't.
Oh my god.
I'm trying to
In other
think.
words, Mario make a sequel so we can fucking.
Oh, they're
laugh.
making a sequel, all right.
Oh,
Like
They have to with how much money they made. Dude,
Dude,
it
they
hasn't
made-
even released in Japan yet. Like, that movie is going to make so much money.
It's already made $400 million. I'm pretty
It's gonna
sure.
probably
It
break
might-
a million.
Do you think it doesn't? It has to get over 1.5 if it keeps going.
No,
like if it
it's not gonna,
has
I don't think it'll
peaked-
get 1.5. I think breaking $1 billion is very possible if it hasn't
Oh, they're
released
de-
in
it's
Japan.
definitely getting $1 billion. It's definitely.
That's what I'm saying. If Japan hasn't been hit yet, then you
Dude,
need
Japan's
Japan.
It's at the end of the month too, so they got a month of like.
Anyways, Guys, I think Aubrey Plaza for Princess Daisy.
Ooh, no. No. That's a
Wait.
tough one. Emma Stone.
I got one. We're just
Ooh.
gonna make Aquafina Daisy just to piss everyone off.
It's just what?
You heard me, Jimmy.
Margot Robbie.
Margot Robbie is Daisy in the Mario. No,
What's up, fella?
it's gonna be who's the chick from Wednesday? Jenna Ortega. It's gonna be her. Jenna
Oh,
Ortega's
stop
Daisy.
Fucking-
We're
No,
gonna-
I,
Let me fix this.
They're gonna get Scarlett Johansson.
just get like the most random A-list actor. That's gonna be Daisy.
We'll get Meryl Streep to play Princess Daisy. Yeah.
Betty White.
Nah, she's Rosalina.
Meryl Streep.
Jennifer Coolidge plays Daisy.
Yes. And then Helen Mirren is some other the girl from Odyssey.
Rosalina.
No,
Anyways,
the
Bryce
one
Dallas
chick
Howard for
from
Princess
Super
Daisy.
Mario Odyssey. She has the red coat.
No, no,
You never played Super Mario Odyssey?
no, I haven't played it. No. Yeah, movies, fun things, cinema.
Yeah.
This is cinema.
No.
Luigi said. No one's ever said that before him. He was the first person to say those words.
Let's wrap this puppy up, boys.
So should I go see it tonight?
The Mario movie.
Yes.
Unironically, you should see it. It was actually
Blasted
pretty good. I had a fun time watching it.
If it's the kind of movie that it's supposed to be fun, and if it's fun
Mhm.
without like being like completely intolerably annoying, then who gives a shit?
No, it wasn't like that. No. It was
Yeah, like that. Obviously, there. Like,
I
there's-
had
every. It's a family movie. There's always moments
Yeah,
where you're
I
like,
had
okay,
such low
yeah,
expectations of it,
who
but like, I
gives a
was
shit?
pleasantly surprised by how good it is.
I'm gonna
Those
see
are,
Air
like, those are
first, and then I'm gonna
nitpicks
see
at the
it.
end of the day. Ooh, Air is on the
Yeah, we
agenda.
need to find a way to get
next
Adam
week with Snow
Sandler into the
Dylan.
Mario universe.
Adam
No.
Sandler, Luigi.
No,
We
stop.
fucking figured it out.
No. Adam Sandler, Wario, and Waluigi, Jack and Jill style.
Wait, no, then he has to play
Awesome.
Daisy.
Oh
He's
my
gonna play
God.
Daisy and Wario. There we go. Perfect.
There we go. Let's go, boys.
Jesus. Let's wrap
All
this
right.
up.
Yeah, let's wrap this up. So 1 week to the playoffs, and I looked it up. 11 weeks till I fly into Chicago, and we go to Nashville for the draft.
Get
Let's
excited,
go!
Leafs Nation. Yes, sir.
And then we go back to Chicago, and then we watch the Jays play the White Sox. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay. yes.
Eric Carlson, 100 points. Get excited, Leafs Nation.
Oh, that's
Perfect
awesome.
way to
Let's
end the
go.
show.
Get excited Oilers
Oh,
Nation
yeah.
next year.
Yeah, get excited, Oiler Nation next year.
After they won the cup. Anyways, thank you.
When the
for-
cup, lift it up.
Yeah, an Alberta team has never done that before and then lost in the second round to another Alberta team. No.
But enough about the Calgary Flames. Surely they didn't blow it up. Anyways,
Okay. Thank you for being a friend, as the Golden Girl said one time. And thanks for tuning in to the podcast. Please give us a 5-star rating on your preferred podcast platform. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Turn on the notification. You know what we're gonna do? I'm gonna do a blog in Nashville. We're gonna do that. And it's gonna be fun.
Yes.
Yeah, I think.
welcome to another episode of Ian is Bored.
Jimmy's dead. Jimmy has. Yeah.
Jimmy's dead again.
Welcome
Jimmy
to
just
another
ran-
episode of Jimmy is Bored, and Jimmy is still short. Thanks for watching, guys.
Oh man.
No, I'm just
No,
kidding. We're
I
all gonna shoot
driving.
from a low angle. to make
Why
it
do I have to get the short end of the stick, guys? Come on.
Oh!
Oh!
We got ourselves a Jimmy, that fucking dead stare.
Oh, God. Let's end the show.
Yeah. Thanks for tuning in and listening to our podcast, and we'll talk to you guys on Friday when when the NHL season is pretty much over, and then yeah. So enjoy your Monday night, y'all. Peace out.